Ah, yeah, we are live, baby. Back at it again, good people. It's your boy Smooth here with another episode of the Fans Perspective. Uh, Live again on this Sunday, June 26th. Before we start, my younger brother Daniel birthday tomorrow, so I just want to give a shout out to him. Happy birthday, shout out to him before we start. You feel
Salute.
me? Yeah, I mean, he turned 20 years old, so that's what it is. Introduce yourselves.
Your boy Al.
Dane.
Yeah, y'all know who it is. I'm here all the time sometimes.
Yeah, Dane been on damn near every show this week. For real. Jeezy, what's good with you?
What's good, man? What's good? BigJeezy, LeBron the GOAT. I had to get it out of the way.
All right, that's the show for tonight, guys. Catch you next time on Fans Perspectives.
We got a lot to talk about, though. Dane, where you want to start off? Let's start off with what you want to start off with.
Real quick, NBA Finals is over with, as I predicted. Nobody believes a black man on a podcast. Golden State in 6. Everybody on the panel kept saying, Boston in 6. I believe in Boston. I want Boston to win it. No. Detroit hate runs that deep. No. We're going for Golden State.
Yeah. So since everybody knows, we took a week off, specifically for me for Father's Day. But during that time, the Golden State won. Golden State won. I told y'all, you feel me? I think most of us was probably rooting for Boston, but I don't think any of us were surprised that Golden State got them the hell up out of there. Like I said in one of the shows, I wouldn't have been surprised if they would have won in 5, to be quite honest with you. That's just how, you feel me, much respect I got for that. I think the biggest story now, and this is what all right, since we're here, this is biggest story out of that. Legacy. NBA got this new thing. This wasn't around when we was younger. Any of us was younger, where they was talking about people legacies all the time and comparing superstars to other superstars' legacies. So it's been a big debate now whether it's Steph top 10. We talked about it on here a little bit, but we ain't get it too in deep. It's a weird discussion for me. Y'all got Steph top 10 because I got a couple people. If Steph in the top 10, then not just one person, a couple people got to move, bro. A couple people got to move.
Now,
So
are we doing position or all time?
I'm talking about all time.
Oh, he's not in top 10 all time. I mean, he's top 20.
Steph not top. I got Steph in my top 10.
I think he probably. I don't know. I never really thought about a top 10, but just off the top of my head, I don't see how I cannot put him in my top 10. If I'm just thinking right off the top of my head.
For real, like how many players you could say better than him? Especially at his position. You feel me? Only people they going to throw out there is Magic.
Okay, that's you can't put Magic in that. No, because I was thinking about this today. Actually, Magic and Jordan are freaks of their sport and their position. You got Magic, the best point guard, period, of all time, against with Michael Jordan, the best shooting guard, which Kobe is a B, step below Jordan. But then who comes after Kobe? That's another question. Small forward is debatable between. He wasn't athletic, but he'll school you and he'll school you, tell you what he's doing, and still do it on you, which is the greatest white player, Larry Bird. Then you got LeBron James. Then just the list keeps going on. But the biggest debate would be who is the most dominant center, Wilt, Kareem, or Shaq. Or Hakeem Olajuwon. Put him in there too, but
That ain't no conversation. We all know who the most dominant. He probably wasn't the best, but we all know who the most dominant is. The most dominant. You feel me? That's
okay.
his name. You feel me? But I think when we talk about that top list, I think Shaq gets slighted a lot. I know that's Jeezy boy, so I could let him speak to it more than I could as far as Shaq. But Shaq definitely, I got Shaq ahead of Kobe. You feel me? But here go ahead.
Well,
Go ahead.
I just know Shaq ahead of Kobe.
Yes.
Oh well, I was gonna say about my top 10. See, I don't know how to do a top 10 because, like, how do I factor in the older players that I never watched? But from the people I watch live, I do have Steph in my top 10 from the people I watch live. I ain't talking about Wilt and Bill Russell, respected them, but I'm talking about the people that I've actually watched live, not on YouTube and those clips like that. So, as far as what I've seen the last 30 years, I got Steph in my top 10 all time.
Yeah.
I respect that.
And like,
I mean, because it's not fair. It's not fair for us to say that they sucked or whatever. But you never seen Bob Cousy play, so you can't say how he affected your life. You came in around the same time, well, a little bit after I did, but I saw Isaiah Thomas play, Joe Dumars. You know, people from the '80s era. Most people and Kevin Johnson. That's another good player that people sleep on, but he won't probably be part of your top 20, 30 because he came in after Iverson. I mean, before Iverson. Iverson would be just as good.
I would say won't crack my top 20.
No, but a lot of people
I know a lot of people love AI. AI never cracked my top 20. He up there though. He in probably top 30. He won't crack my top 20. My reason for asking that is if he's in your top 10, right? And this goes to the debate Al and Jeezy. That's what I really wanted to get to. Because they was debating about KD. My thing is, we seen KD with Steph, right? And we clearly, I love Steph, but you clearly seen who was the individual better player when they were on that court on the same team. You feel me? And I think everybody on Golden State Warriors would say KD was the. So my thing is, if Steph is in your top 10, is KD there?
KD, you could argue in the KD because just KD, other attributes he got going for him is what could put him in there. Outside, because we all know, like, the one lack we got on KD is his leadership, and that's still kind of unanswered because he latched on to that Golden State team. So, but that's really the only knock we have against KD, and the only reason we put that knock on KD because we considering KD as one of the possibly a GOAT. So that's why you got that type of level of criticism based behold on you. If it wasn't for that, I mean, KD already solidified. It's just that he wants to be considered one of the greatest of all time. So you gotta take on that type of criticism of your accomplishments, and you haven't shown you a leader yet. So that's what it is with KD. But everything else, KD solidified.
Okay.
Nice. It is nice.
But all right, now check this out though. Check this out. Check from this perspective. I don't think we all, like you said, KD get criticized for that. How come Steph escaped that criticism?
Because I don't think
he never left the team.
Out the gate. Steph would have came out the gates like how KD did. I think that's the reason why we don't put that on Steph, because Steph, he went through that ankle injury stuff, and then boom, out of nowhere, he had that super great year, and then it's just been a continuation like from that. As with KD, we knew from the rip what it was from KD.
I'm not talking about that.
What it was with KD.
I'm talking about the criticism that we blame KD. Like, man, you went to a ready-made team, right?
Right.
But Steph, the leader of that ready-made team, coming off the unanimous MVP, they went to the Hamptons to go get that man. So we criticize KD for going there, but we don't never criticize Steph for going to recruiting. Is my point.
But I never heard the leader of the recruiting. I heard that was more Draymond.
Draymond called him, but when they went to the Hamptons, that's why they called them the Hampton Five, because they all went to the Hamptons to go recruit that man. You know what I mean? So my thing is, if just as much as we hold KD to that high esteem, by that time we was holding Steph up there too. Motherfuckers was saying Steph was better than Bron at that time, bro. You remember? Now we know we didn't believe it, but that's what the people were saying. You feel me? People was loving Steph more than Bron, and you lost to Bron, and you went and got that man because you couldn't beat Bron on your own. But now we want to call him top 10.
I mean, my perspective is I don't ever really nobody really taking that take of Steph being LeBron seriously. LeBron, we like 5 years removed from that finals, and Bron is still in the GOAT conversation. I mean, the best player in the league conversation. So I mean, I don't think we ever really put real like credence to that. I think it's with the difference between KD and Steph is just KD he already was projected to be a GOAT. That wasn't the case for Steph. So anything Steph accomplished is like he beating expectations. Like it's a cherry on top because he already done beat the expectations that was set for him.
I could tell you my take on it that he never left the team. He stayed there. He won a championship before KD. He went to the finals before KD. Well, no, after KD, but I think it's a skill set. KD joining a championship-made squad kind of sour everybody's taste for what he can do on his own, and he still hasn't done so since he left Golden State. You know, he was supposed to take Brooklyn to the promised land, and since then, there's nothing but failure.
Yeah.
What's his name? Steph has actually produced a championship after KD. So, you know, so he can escape that criticism a little bit because he got one before and during and after KD's lifespan for the Golden State Warriors.
All right, so that's a great segue. Dan, that's a great segue because I want to get into the draft and the trade rumors. So since we're talking about what KD doing or what KD hasn't done in Brooklyn and what everybody expected them to do, especially when scary hours was going on when they got James Harden, but then he left, and now Kyrie is talking about leaving.
Let him. He's a poison to any locker room he goes to.
Okay.
Look at Boston. Look at Boston. Boston. They could have used him. I want to get back to the Boston series actually, but
hold on though.
No, but yeah, we talk about this, but it's Kyrie. He's too selfish of a player. He's a good player, but he's too selfish for his own good and for the team's good. I'm sorry.
See, I don't believe all that. I don't believe he soured every team because every team he left went to the finals after he left, so he didn't really destroy the team. So that's just I think that's just talk because people
Brooklyn
Kyrie
and Boston.
Yeah, he didn't destroy Boston. They just parted ways. He was, he was a free agent. They went, like you said, they was in the finals this year, so they couldn't have destroyed them. They was in the Eastern Conference Finals 2 years ago after he left in 2020 in the bubble. So it's like nothing really. He didn't destroy anything when he left Cleveland. I even got I got the funny picture up on my Facebook thing with him turning around and the house burning down. But Cleveland went straight to the finals that year. You feel me? He didn't destroy that. They didn't fall apart till Bron left. My thing with Brooklyn is there would be no Brooklyn. Brooklyn wouldn't be relevant if Kyrie didn't go there. There would be no KD. So everybody keep talking about he destroyed or he a locker room killer. He built that. That's why he feel the way he feel.
Facts.
You feel me? I don't care what nobody say. Bobby Marks, all them. Y'all irrelevant. You feel me? You feel me? Y'all irrelevant. Y'all talking crazy. I built this. You feel me? We could have been with the Knicks right now chilling. You feel me? On top of the world. Couldn't nobody tell us nothing. Instead we said no, let's come here. I brought KD with me. Y'all talk about y'all said yourself. Y'all know y'all wouldn't even sign me if KD wouldn't come. I brought him here. KD wasn't coming unless I came. So what did I destroy? Something I built? like what we talking about?
And
I think
that.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Add to that, they let it be known. Even when they first hired Steve Nash, you didn't hear how they was talking like, "Oh, we want to coach the team along with Steve Nash." When people was asking about his inexperience, like go ahead, I'll let you finish because he basically hit the nail on the head. I've been saying this the whole time. Like how he tear it down when he made it.
You feel me? Facts. What you was about to say, Dan?
No, my thing is, if you think about the way the series went, they needed a real point guard. They didn't need some like Marcus Smart is a butter knife. Back in the day growing up, we had a butter knife to do everything for, screw in, hammer, take things out in the small spaces.
What you talking
He was
about?
a good player, but you needed a bona fide scorer, somebody who can handle the rock and make good decisions. Jason Tatum, you can text Kobe all you want. The ghost of Kobe is not coming to help you and save you. The way he played this series.
Well, what does that have to do with Kyrie though?
No. You needed a player like Kyrie, bona fide star, to wrinkle in these young cats and put the team on his back. They didn't have anybody for that.
Nah, that's Jason Tatum's job at this point. Jason Tatum
compared to but he's not there.
That's
you get like I said.
He
led them, Kobe is not helping you.
Finals. He led them to the conference finals one year without when he was a young boy. He led them to the finals. He's a bona fide superstar. You feel me?
Not super.
And Jaylen Brown is an all-star. You feel me? So
yeah.
He led them there. If anything, we could talk about their bench. But to me, that doesn't have anything to do with Kyrie. Like if you look at Brooklyn squad, even with the James Harden situation, they didn't have to capitulate to James Harden. You feel me? They didn't have to do that. Just like when Kyrie was with Cleveland, they didn't have to trade Kyrie. They didn't have to. You feel me? So, but they traded James because they felt like he ain't want to be there, blah, blah, blah. And Kyrie said at the time, if the homie would have just waited, you feel me? He got impatient.
I made one more though. It goes to show you how powerful the media is and how they can control the narrative and how they got an impact on sports. Because the only reason the Nets are feeling empowered to be talking the way they talking because the narrative in the media now is Kyrie a team killer. So now they talking like, oh, we might not want you. Like, well, mind you, he the reason why y'all all got jobs. He the reason who put that whole situation. But now that they're empowered with that narrative of Kyrie being a poison, and everybody running with that narrative, now they got their chest poked out, and now they talking spicy. That goes to show you how powerful the media is.
That's a perfect point. Because, like, to me, it's just common sense, bro. If you look at it, like, I don't understand. I forget who made it the point. Jalen Rose. Jalen Rose made the point of during the draft that these last 3 years we had 3 champions in 20 months. You feel me? When normally we only had 1 champion in 12. So these past 3 years has been abnormal, bro. Abnormal. Outside of injuries, there's never really been a time Kyrie didn't show up. You feel me? So the first season when he was with Brooklyn, KD had the Achilles. KD wasn't playing. No, Kyrie got hurt too. He only played 20 games. And a part of that 20 games was shit got shut down in March or February?
March.
Right? Yeah. So the season just got halted. Then they talk about the bubble. At first, they say he couldn't play in the bubble. So he was like, fuck the bubble. You know what I mean? If they're not going to let me play, like, fuck the bubble. You come back next year, he was balling. January 6th happened. You feel me? But mind you, this is a condensed season. They got all these mask mandates, no fans, and all that shit. Shit is different, bro. It was different. We're not gonna get back to normalcy until this upcoming season. So he looking at them like, why y'all not paying me? Then we had, then with the needle stuff, he ain't want to take the vaccine. Like, hey man, you gotta respect it. You feel me? He ain't the only one that didn't want to take it. He the one that chose to stick by his guns.
And they be acting like teammates got it, but his teammates be riding with him. That's another thing. They be trying to narrative like, oh, he's disappointing his teammates. His teammates respect it because they already know what time it is. A lot of their teammates wish they had the capital to be able to do the same shit. They just don't got the capital Kyrie got, but they respect it. That's why the media, you people, how they, when they feel some type of way about you going against the grain, how they be adamant about painting a certain narrative about, and it's easy because you go on ESPN and you watch it, so that narrative get pushed in your brain. You start running with it.
See, I haven't really watched ESPN in 4 or 5 years.
But it ain't just
because no, but mainly ESPN because their narrative is pushing their narrative for their money. They're not really getting to the roots of what's really going on. They just want to push ratings because a lot of stuff going on topic, like when that Larry Nassar stuff start happening, some other stuff start happening like a year or two later that they wasn't talking about, and it was just pushing the narrative and trying to push it on the coaches instead of just going after Larry Nassar. They started trying to see what other coaches thought about it and trying to push this bad publicity on Michigan State athletics. All the Tom Izzo was get questioned about what's all this stuff was going on. Then other coaches, but it's all about the money. That's why I stopped listening to ESPN as a whole. I started going, other articles like Deadspin. That's a good one if you want to look at sports or whatever. And can't think of the other one. But
another thing, when they called him unprofessional, right? He missed all them games. The boy came back 50, 60. Like, ain't miss a beat. You feel me? Like he was there the whole time. Ain't miss a beat. If you don't call that professionalism, I don't know what is. You feel me? When it was time for him to play and it was time for him to be called on, you feel me? When it was the proper time, he showed up. I just think they lost against a better team. So what looks bad is how you lose. So since they got swept, you feel me, by the team that he once played for, it looks bad. But if you look at the squads, if you look at the rosters, like, you feel me, when KD went down early on, because people forget KD got injured, because KD was looking like the MVP this season early on. They was like number 2, number 3 in the East or some shit like that, maybe number 1. He get hurt, they lose like 10, 12 straight, some shit like that. You feel me? So, that lets you know they ain't really had no roster. You know what I mean? So I think if they had a roster,
Blake Griffin.
Coach ain't playing. And when they put him in the playoffs, he played his ass off like he should have been playing. The players were more mad. A lot of the players on the team was mad Blake wasn't playing. You feel me? So, but let's get to the draft. There's still a lot of other trade rumors. You feel me? They talk KD. They could talk about KD go end up in Portland. You feel me? You seen how Dame supposed to pick, Nurkic supposed to pick. You know what I mean, with KD in a jersey. So, you know what I mean? So shit gonna get interesting. Al, how your team doing the draft?
I mean, they really about too much. They traded out the pick. I don't know. To me, everybody talking Jalen Brunson, but to me it seemed like it's too obvious. Whenever something seems too obvious, you already know how that worked out in the Knicks' favor. Shit probably don't happen. So
Al,
I know
I like to think you're Knicks.
I'm hearing Colin Sexton, but Knicks ain't really doing too much with they draft. Like they're trying to kick nothing. So we'll see.
But Colin Sexton, Like I don't understand. Y'all just picked up Jaylen Brown. Jalen Brunson. Like, why would you?
No, I mean they ain't get. I mean, they saying like if they don't get Jalen Brunson, they throwing out Colin Sexton name out there. I heard they trying to trade for dude from San Antonio. What's their point guard name?
Dejounte Murray.
Dejounte Murray, because they said San Antonio asking for multiple first-round picks, and the Knicks they just picked up 3 first-round picks from trading out that 11 picks. So it sounds like that's their number one. They 2 targets is either Jalen Brunson or trade for Murray. So I think they accomplished be able. They armed themselves to be able to make either move. They cleared the cap pick and they armed themselves with the draft pick.
I'll go after Murray. Over Brunson.
Right, I think Murray is better. So, but a lot of people want Murray. So at least with Jalen, you just throw that bag at him and hope he take that and bite. You know what I mean? That might be the easier grab. So we'll see how they play.
Yeah. So how y'all feel about the number 1 pick? I ain't really get a chance to see too much of Paolo Banchero. I ain't watched Duke this much.
I'm big on him. I told y'all when I first seen him play, you know what I mean? I was big on him. I thought he was the real deal. Jabari, the other 2, I never really seen what's the third? What was his name? Jabari.
Yes.
I've yet to really see him play. But Paolo, I see him a lot. He the truth. He gonna be a star.
Okay. I like Chet.
I ain't that sold on Chet. I'm not sold on Chet. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
I've been watching Chet since Chet was in high school. You feel me? He one of the few that I've been following since high school. I feel like he remind me of KD, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. He remind me of KD, white version of KD. I'm telling you. Everybody say he got to gain weight. You feel me? He got the KD frame. They ain't gonna gain too much weight. But I feel like he could do everything out there, bro. He could handle that ball. He could shoot it. He could pass it.
Now,
he got some
athleticism. Or is he more KP?
Nah. He better than KP. He better than KP. You feel me? Because up here, you feel me? He ain't gonna just settle on playing in the perimeter. You know what I mean? Chet trying to yam on you. You feel me? He trying to embarrass you out there. Like he a baller, bro. You feel me? That's why I like Chet. Chet gonna try to go at you. You feel me? You think you're gonna push him around, he gonna come right back at you. So I like him. I'm like you with Jabari. I haven't seen him play too much either. So I really don't. That's on me for not having a well thought out piece on him. I like Jaden Ivey going to the Pistons. That to me, that was a dope ass pickup.
He just mind tricked the Sacramento Kings. The Sacramento Kings, oh my God, they were Sacramento themselves. They're like, oh, the Pistons are looking at this guy. Let's take him instead. Nope. And the day before we did a trade, we got rid of somebody, a key player, for a draft pick.
Who y'all get rid of?
Oh shoot! Who asked me that?
They rid of Christian Wood. They traded Christian. Nah, Christian Wood was on Houston. Never mind. What I'm talking about.
That's a good. While Dame looking that up, look that up for me, Dame, because I like Jay Ivey and Cade Cunningham.
That's a nice backcourt.
What you think about Christian Wood over there with Luka?
I'm mad for them. I'm mad because we had Christian Wood. That was our player, and we got rid of him.
Right. That's why I said Christian Wood when you mentioned Detroit. I thought he was on Detroit at first.
Yep.
Yeah, I like Christian Wood. I think if my issue with James always been if Harden, like if he would have stuck it out, him and Christian Wood would have been a nice duo. Wood would have been a nice duo.
Okay, this is what happened. Thanks to New York, we got Kemba Walker, so which we're going to sign and just release him for some reason. They're not going to keep him. But we got rid of Jeremy Grant.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Jeremy Grant
went to Portland. Yeah, Jeremy went to Portland. Yeah. So I like Jeremy. Jeremy stepped his game up. I know the Denver Nuggets kicking themselves. They should have never let him.
The truth on the low. He the truth on the low.
For real, bro. He went to work on the Lakers one game this season. That shit looked crazy. He went to work on them boys.
What was it? The one in the fight happened with LeBron, or was it the one in L.A.?
It might have been the one in L.A. Yeah, it was the one in L.A. That's when he went ham. But I like Jeremy over there with Dame. I can see Portland. It depends on how Dame come back. Because he got to redeem himself. Dame ain't look like himself last year, even before the injury. He ain't look like himself. You feel me? He struggled in the beginning of the season. So it's interesting to see how they gonna look this year. I want to see how Zion come back. You know, him and CJ over there. You know, they picked up a decent player from the G League, Dyson Daniels. He was the number 8 pick. I think that he a decent pick. But to me, the draft was top heavy. Wasn't too much after that. You watch because he played for Duke too. What you think about AJ Griffin, Al?
Man, he all right. He cool. I mainly watched him against. They played against North Carolina. He was all right. He wasn't nothing too crazy. I see his stock drop because I know the Knicks worked him out. The Knicks was thinking about taking him at 11. When I was looking at the mock drafts, they all had him going higher than 15. So, you know, he like a tweener. He's strong. He can finish at the rim. His jump shot, all right. Like, he all right. He decent. But, you know, he one of them players where I just seen him play in college. When you look at his high school tape, like him going into Duke, his high school tape looked crazy. But, you know, when you get in college, you can't display your full game. You be limited. Yeah. So, he definitely could be one of them players that you get in the league and he take off. He could be like another Donovan. So, because if you look at his high school mixtape, like his tape on him in high school, he looked crazy. He looked top 5-ish. So
okay.
Well, you know how Coach K manages players too.
Yeah.
Facts.
So right.
Facts.
So you know,
because they 2 Dookies went back to back. Him, what's the other homie name? Mark
Williams. Mark Williams, the center.
What'd you say?
I said Mark Williams.
Oh, Mark Williams. Yeah. See, I ain't. For whatever reason, like you said, I watched them when they played against North. So I like them the only games I watched Duke play.
I mean, he a typical rim runner. He ain't nothing special. He like a like I would compare him to a homie from Boston. What's the center at Boston?
Oh, Robert Williams.
I would compare him to a Robert Williams type.
Okay. Yeah. Now, Dame.
Yeah.
Because to be honest with you, like Shayden Sharp. Well, that's what I wanted to talk about. I like Shayden Sharp. Shayden Sharp, I thought he should have went higher than 7. Higher than 7.
The Knicks tried to trade up to get him.
Yeah, they did. They was doing everything in their power.
Everything in their power.
They tried to trade with Detroit, but Detroit like, nah, we got our own stuff to do over here. They trying to get that Detroit spot.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to, you know. It's either Detroit they already knew what they wanted, or New York wasn't giving enough.
Okay. The Lakers, the bum ass Lakers, Jeezy, I don't know if you're still there. Bum ass Lakers, they signed Scottie Pippen to their summer team and Sharif O'Neal. I remember
LeBron's trading up tomorrow.
I remember at one point, Sharif, I guess before he had that surgery,
yeah,
there was a big buzz around him. I wonder why it died, especially because he was about to go to UCLA. It was this big buzz. Then he had something go wrong with his heart. I guess that soured everybody on him or something. Because it sounded like his stock dropped. Like, I don't even hear nobody ever talk about him or nothing no more.
You know what? When it comes to injuries, like not injuries, but stuff like that, they are really reluctant. But I remember one successful story. Ronnie Turiaf with the Lakers. He had his heart worked on, and he came back and he was actually in good shape. I mean, he didn't have the same explosiveness, but
Jeff Green too.
Jeff Green, yep.
See, yep, forgot about him. I remember Ronnie Turia because I remember this is the first time I've seen something like that happen. When because a lot of players don't come back, they don't actually play anymore.
Yeah.
After they have their heart.
And they don't want no more Reggie Lewis, Hank Gathers situations like that in the court.
That Reggie Lewis still, man, because he that could have been another Boston championship in the '90s somewhere. Maybe not against the Bulls, but
They say
no.
MJ Fitz. They say he used to get MJ Fitz.
He did.
He
did, but the Boston didn't have to wait this long for a rebuild for Paul Pierce. You know what I'm saying? Because Bird was on his way out, and Reggie Lewis going to be his successor.
Yeah.
You talking about Boston, man? I just wish Len Bias never died because Boston would have been crazy.
See, Len Bias, Reggie Lewis.
Yeah,
that would have been crazy. But as far as you talking about Sharif, Sharif wasn't doing nothing. I mean, he didn't play that many games, and you see, I mean, at LSU when he got transferred to LSU, and then when he did play, he wasn't really like putting up big numbers. So maybe that's why his
LSU.
Yeah, he transferred to LSU. He wasn't getting that much burn, and he wasn't putting up dominant numbers in the games he played because he didn't play that many games. So that's why I think his stock like really dropped. Like after that heart surgery,
even in his high school class, he was ranked like 70-something. He wasn't ranked super high in high school class.
Yeah, it's probably one of the instances when you just got that. Your dad was like so great that you know what I mean. People got them super ass high expectations. So like he wasn't that good. So that's why.
I ain't watched it. I ain't watched the episode, but you know they was doing a bunch of episodes of the shop about on the draft. He was on there. He was talking. He was saying he's to Jeezy point he was making. It was like Shaq. He's like his dad didn't really work out with it. You feel me? Because Shaq was like, "Bitch, I'm Shaq." You feel me? Like you ain't gonna be able to do what I do. You feel me? So I want you to be able to do more out there. I want you to be able to push the ball up the court, dribble, do stuff like shoot from the perimeter more. So the Jeezy point is he couldn't live up to Shaq expectation because Shaq that's a 1-on-1. But you don't see that. You don't see no motherfucker 7'1" that big moving like that.
Actually, Kobe was training with him before he died.
Yeah, Kobe was. Yeah, I guess that's what probably the hype was up there too. Because I do remember Kobe training with him. Like he was working out with Kobe. You feel me? But I want to switch gears real quick. Before it's over. This past week on the 23rd, they celebrated the anniversary of the Title IX anniversary. I believe it was the 50-year anniversary because I think it got passed in 73. I believe. I think it was the 50-year anniversary. So I want to touch on a couple women athletes present day that's situations. But I want to ask y'all because I remember me and Al had a we was at me, you and Kiss, we was at Applebee's.
I think it was Applebee's.
Yeah. We had a real loud debate over deep ass debate a few years ago over the WNBA. So my question, I guess, to y'all is, how far do y'all believe women's sports have came, and you still think they got a lot more room for growth, or you think it is what it is? You feel me? They'll never be as popular as men's sports, even though you have your outliers like Serena and Venus. You feel me? Or Naomi and sports like tennis. But so like how y'all feel?
LG, the ladies PGA, you have a whole new league in the WNBA, women's boxing. Like you said, women's tennis has stepped up. Women's soccer has got a lot of respect. Thanks to me. Oh my God, what's her name? Mia
Hamm.
Yeah, Mia Hamm. I was thinking about the basketball player. And after me and him, actually, we got gold medals now. I'm
Yeah,
thinking of
yeah.
women's gymnastics in the mid '90s with Dominique Dawes.
Kim Zemesco, Shannon Miller, all them. Yeah.
Yeah, see, no, they've stepped up. They still got room to grow. Don't get me wrong, because women's basketball still don't get no respect like they should.
And we're gonna get to that in a second. Al, what's your opinion?
They definitely made strides. Like, Dame just named all the different leagues and different things that have come fruition for them. As far as like, are they gonna get better? As far as salary wise for them, I think. Well, you know what? When you look at the women's soccer teams, they get tons of endorsements. You look at all the women's gymnastics, they get tons of endorsements. You look at the tennis players, they get tons of endorsements. So I think it's really just the basketball, and I think it's just because it got that W in front of that NBA. So it's it's automatically going to be compared to the main product, and women don't even watch it. So that basically sums it up. But like they're getting better. Women are getting stronger. We seeing mad shorties dunking on a regular in the WNBA now. We starting to see that. Like, so they definitely improving, and a lot of them get to the bag. So.
Jeezy, you got a opinion on it?
Like y'all said before, they made strides. Like I think the women's soccer team, I think they get the same pay as the men do. I think they argue for that and they got that. If I'm not
Nah,
too
you
sure.
right.
I
didn't even know that. That's what's up.
They get equal pay. Like Al said, like the basketball. I know we about to go into WNBA, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm a little segue with that. Like when WNBA first started, man. Al, we was watching that heavy. I was a Houston Comets Cynthia Cooper fan. You know what I mean? It's just like they need to lower them realms, man. I know they got pride and everything, but they gotta lower them realms, man. So they can like people want to see like people get dunked on. Like it's nice players in the WNBA. Don't get me wrong. Like it's some nice player. I forgot old girl for the Liberty. I forgot her name. I like her.
Sabrina Ionesco.
Yeah, Sabrina is nice. I like her. Candace still doing her thing.
Mm-hmm.
But like you look at like if you just go on Facebook one day and just like they Sports Center put up a WNBA stat or something like that. Like just this one day, just look at the comments, man. Like the WNBA don't get no kind of respect. Like it's just crazy. So like to me, man, they gotta put that rim 9 feet or 8 feet, man, so you can see like females just getting dunked on. Like they gotta put that pride to the side. I mean, I know they want to feel like, you know what I mean, they like equal like with the men or whatever, but I just feel they need to lower that rim, man, and just start dunking on people, man. I think that'll bring some excitement like to the game. Like I don't know how much more revenue it would bring, but I know it'll bring more revenue in my eyes.
And Parker not let you hear it. She'll not gonna like hearing that, man. Just let you know that.
A lot of them don't want to accept that reality.
Right.
Overall, women's sports, I believe, in my opinion, they made tremendous strides. Like to Alex's point earlier, and to Dame, your main point too. It just depends on what sport. You feel me? So in America, women's soccer is the more popular than men's soccer in America.
They actually win something. That's why.
Yeah. So that's one sport where women are more celebrated than men. Even in tennis, like I'm an avid tennis fan, tennis watcher. You feel me? Like, the women can't fuck with the men if they was to play against each other. But you hear more about women. Hold on, I just got a message. Somebody just said, hold on. See, and this is what women got to deal with. I just got a message. Devin Booker got traded. Did y'all get that?
Word is life.
No.
Did y'all get
No.
that?
You gotta do you gotta do a little sports topic or something like that. Like
damn,
Dean.
Nah, I ain't see
they
that.
was really feeling some type of way about him faking out that last game, huh?
Hold on. Somebody just posted a message. That got to be a lie.
That's a lie.
I don't see it up there. I don't see it.
I got ESPN. Ain't nothing.
Yeah, I'm about to say they ain't pop up on my phone.
And I just googled it, so
I got it too. Oh man, come on, bro. You coming with the joke?
I was gonna say that. I was just about to say that. He took my joke. I was just about to say that. About Kendall Jenner. I'm just damn sure he beat me to it, but
because that's the first thing that came up when I googled it. That's the first thing that came up when I googled it. But shout out to Johnny. You got me with that one. Hilarious. What up, though, Willie? But so like I was saying, it depends on what sport. So like you said, tennis, you know, they be talking about Serena more than they talk about
Rafael Nadal.
Into Nadal, Novak Djokovic, and Roger Federer and all them. So when it comes to the WNBA, I think Al made the best point. Is that W next to that NBA. So everybody gonna always compare it to the main product. And once that comparison is made, like they can't compete. So a lot of their frustrations are falling on deaf ears. That's why when you hear in the comments, you feel me, you know, people don't look at it as like it's basketball, but it's two different sports, two different leagues. People not looking at it like that for whatever reason. So when you like James pointed out, when you look on the comments, like Candace Parker just got triple-double the other night. I watched that game. I watched that whole game. You feel me? I watched the game before that where they was down damn near 30 points, came all the way back. Like the WNBA be having some amazing games. So she got a triple-double the other night, and it was only the third triple-double in league history. So they posted that shit on IG Sports Center. And bro, if y'all can go look at the comments, the level of disrespect was crazy, bro. The level of disrespect was crazy. Like, man, it was, you know, people coming. I'm just here for the comments. Get your popcorn ready because it's about to go down. And it went down in the comments. You know what I mean? Like, you feel me? It's like, come on, man. We got Russell Westbrook.
Is that us men being chauvinist? Like, because I'm pretty sure it's probably majority men.
You already know.
Is that on us?
Hey, that's it. But like you said, who the main people who watch it?
True indeed. True indeed.
So it's like it's a catch-22. They caught it in a real live,
a real tough spot.
Yeah. Even when they post the update, like a Brittany Griner update, that disrespect is crazy. Like, man, it'd be crazy. So like they don't get, like, their respect level is hella low for the WNBA. You look at the comments, man.
But I say this about it though. Some of it is because look at the attitudes of most of, first of all, no disrespect, but most of them don't even rock with men. Y'all dislike men. Y'all dislike your main demographic. Y'all, it's like y'all whole operation is back.
Oh shit!
Like, I mean, everything is back. How y'all hate your main demographic? And that's like 80% of y'all. So it's like, man, they in a tough spot, man. God bless them, man. God bless them. God bless them, man. For real.
That's crazy, because like, it's like what you said. Because the main people who be disrespecting them is men, but then the main people who watch them is men, and then like they don't got no smoke for the women because the women just don't be bothered with them.
Right.
Feel me? Like, that's crazy.
That's why I say it kind of look bad on us, because it's like, damn, we fucked up. Because it's like, but it's like, it is what it is.
Damn.
I'm giving a shout out to the girls who have a dream to be in that league and who are watching these women play, actually. Because I know it's not hard to watch whatever you love get bashed on. Because that's a lot of hard work.
But when you put it in perspective, don't they make like $80,000?
They make more than me. I don't. So I got respect for them.
How many jobs you can make 80,000 in 4 months? It's not that
in
many
real life.
In the world.
In real life or online?
In real life, period. How many jobs can you make 80,000 in 4 months?
Because both are hard. Tell you the truth. But to put it in perspective, if they just see it in basketball terms, what you were saying earlier, Smooth, not to see WNBA or NBA, you just see basketball, you can enjoy it. You can enjoy it and just take it for what it's worth. These women are playing something that you're not qualified to step on the court with.
Listen, if anybody get offended or mad at me and Al for laughing, let me explain something to you. Me and Al and my boy Rel, we was going to high school girls basketball games faithfully for years. Word is bomb. Cussing people out, sure, you feel me? Dead serious. So it's like, we know, bro. Like, we know. So like we can see the difference. We appreciate it. And then all of us got daughters, right? My daughter's sitting right here. She listening to everything. My daughter's sitting right here. You feel me? So she loved to play basketball. So to your point, Dame, it's like, yeah, you feel me? It's fucked up that they got to hear that type of disrespect or
and negativity, online,
that negativity towards it. But at the same time, I got to explain to her that's reality, that's life. You feel me? You can't let that get to you and stop you from doing what you're doing. And to Al's point earlier, I think they're too focused on pointing out the negative. You feel me? And instead of just celebrating what they doing and celebrating those who celebrate them. You feel me? And to Jeezy's ever better point, Lord, them damn rims. You feel me?
I disagree with that. I disagree with that because it's like we worked our whole life to play on this certain type of style, and it's like you disrespecting the hard work we putting in. Y'all insulting us by telling us lower the rims. Why
talking about money?
Because we saying the product is good as it is, so why we gotta?
You can't talk to me about money. You can't talk to me about business.
That's the other side of the coin. It's like, well, y'all like I just said, I summed it up. Y'all make 80,000 in 4 months. Ain't too many people in the world got a job that got them type of benefits.
Facts.
So y'all blessed. Don't paint the picture like y'all impoverished out here, like, and y'all ain't eating. Y'all living good.
Skylar Diggins Smith just recently made a post. We about to get up out of here. And she was complaining about they got scheduled back-to-back away games and they got to take commercial flights.
Oh.
You feel me? And I guess she thought she was going to get some empathy. Bruh, the disrespect was crazy. You feel me? The disrespect was crazy. It's like, who the fuck do you think you is?
Right. That entitlement is crazy.
That entitlement.
No. You could thank the bad boy Pistons for getting those Jets flights first.
Facts.
The Detroit Pistons were the first and the only NBA team at the time to get their own aircraft, and other teams was like, "Yeah, we're gonna follow suit. We hate the Pistons, but we're gonna follow suit."
And what year was that, Dane?
88.
So you talking about
long ago.
So you talk about their 50th anniversary was in what, 96?
Yep.
Right? So you talking about, what's that? 8 years difference? That was 42 years. The NBA been around this their 25th or 26th year, right? I think it's their 25th. Because they just
97 was it when they come 97 was the come out year.
So and you're in your 25th year, you're not turning a profit, really. You know what I mean? You actually being held up by the NBA, but y'all want chartered flights. You feel me? Because somebody pointed out, and this is where the disrespect from their part. Somebody pointed out, like, y'all do understand, like, Kareem and them was taking buses and shit, right? you feel me? You feel me? And they was coming like, man, them old heads deserve the buses. That's how some of them.
That's how they was coming.
Yeah, bro. That shit was.
That's the case. Y'all don't even deserve the damn plane. might as well throw y'all on the train.
Give them a Greyhound ticket. Season pass for Greyhound, dude.
Oh, you got a ticket to get in the building, find your own way to get to the game. You feel me?
Yo, they wildin'.
So that shit was nasty, bro. The internet is a nasty place, bro. That shit get vicious. Listen, but seriousness though, man. Why don't you just, instead of the hating on something that you don't like, being creative, just leave it alone. It's like, it's not for me. I don't like it. But they ain't gotta be all vitriol and nasty about it. It's like, just like, I'm not a big Hunter fan, but I'm not gonna say that it sucks and only losers and do this and you need to do this, or I need to go out with a machete and machine gun if I want to hunt. But just, that's just knowledge.
Take. It's not gonna be a favorable take, but it's just a realistic take. It's like it's like the Kevin Samuels type effect. It's like, you gotta just be blunt. If they want better results, for one, y'all number one demographic is men, so y'all gotta make them shorts a little bit shorter. Know what I mean? It gotta be appealing to men, and anything that's appealing to men, women will follow suit. I mean, so and then number two is like, y'all got to do something with y'all personalities and the way y'all market y'all product. Like, y'all not marketing towards men. I know y'all want to market towards like little girls coming up, but little girls is gonna follow suit, because if they ballers, the bigger y'all product is, the more they're gonna be drawn to it. Naturally,
it would help if one of your biggest stars wasn't a big drinking fan and getting arrested all the time. Plays for Phoenix. I mean, and this starts with Diana Taurasi. And always getting in trouble.
But let's be real. Let's be real. We're gonna have this is a GFT network. So we're gonna have grown folk talk. We're gonna keep it real. The real reason is the majority of the league is lesbian.
Facts.
Let's keep it real. That's the real reason. So that's why you don't get a lot of women watching it. You feel me? Because in their mind, and I've heard women tell me this, why would I watch a woman look manly trying to play like a man when I could just watch a man play? You feel me? They're not attracted to what they're watching. You feel me? Because women are visual creatures too, whether they want to admit it or not. They like that. You feel me? So when women watching sports, they're also looking at the men. You feel me? It's not the same in the WNBA. You feel me? And they know what it is. So I think that's a big part of it. And don't nobody want to mention it. But I think a big part is because the majority of the league is lesbian. We had the one girl, Candace Wiggins.
She called them out.
Yeah, she called them out on that. You feel me? And she was like, it was tough for her. She was like, they was real abusive to her, negative to her. She was like, it was hard there. You feel me? And then, like, you could look at the backlash. Candace Parker was the darling. Everybody, you know what I mean? So just recently, she came out that she married some white woman. You feel me? They just had a baby. So she got a lot of negative backlash from that.
I blame Sheldon Williams for that. I'm sorry. I blame Sheldon Williams. That's all.
You already know.
I hate that motherfucker. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm bad.
I don't want to get my channel canceled because I could.
we just started this last year, or we didn't trying to get it canceled already. 2 seasons.
All right. Well, I apologize to Sheldon Williams, but it's your fault, nigga.
Jeezy's comments does not reflect the views of GFT Radio.
Oh man, but yeah, I think that's one of the major issues, and you feel me, when they really want to have that conversation. It's like right now, before every game I'm watching, they got this Pride Month, celebration of LGBTQ plus culture. So just the whole Pride Month, and I can tell they might lose a lot of men viewers. You know what I mean? Because they may not be. They'll probably don't want to hear that or watch that be celebrated. And I could tell they'll probably lose a lot of women viewers for the same reason.
which I feel bad for them because they shouldn't lose viewers, and I think the true fans is going to watch it regardless of that. If you were really a true fan, you wouldn't stop watching it. I just think they don't market to men. They don't. They just flat out don't market to men. And how can you be in business and not market to your number one demographic?
Well, because they're trying to market to the people who's coming up behind the sport is women. So they're trying to market people or those girls who are growing up to grow up.
I get their logic, but after a while, you gotta look and say it's not working.
Exactly.
Or try to mix it up.
Mix it up. At least mix it up. Right.
Mix it up. Like here's a commercial for men.
Right. Exactly. At least mix it up.
Show a dude
on the couch with the remote and him popping up and being excited at the game. Some simple shit like that. Like, you don't even do that. And that's coming off the top of my head in quick 10 seconds.
All right, before we get out of here real quick, how do you think the players and the NBA can help?
I mean, the players do go to the games. I do see them tweeting about it on Twitter. I mean, that's something with the WNBA. They make some commercials where you intertwining the two.
Or make
I've never
commercials.
Seen that. They had them playing a game of horse.
Or make more commercials.
Like that.
Or make more commercials. I don't see hardly any commercials really, unless you're on ESPN or you're on the internet.
They need to get, and then I think what a lot of their issue where they was messing up at too, were they TV deals. I don't know who was doing their TV deals, but like the other day I had to watch a game on Facebook Live. You feel me? They got the joint now. If you got Prime Video, you can catch like one game live a week on Prime.
It's not enough though.
Yeah, and that's another issue. So to James' point about the rules, my thing was always numbers. People are attracted to numbers. I don't care what nobody said. So numbers always make us go like, wow. So when somebody scores 50 points, somebody scores 60. They only play 10-minute quarters. Stretch that thing to 12 minutes, man. Play 48 minutes. Allow the numbers to go up. Because what was one of the things the NBA did? They was tired of the 75 to 71 games. You feel me? You go back and watch some of them Bulls Utah series games. You feel me? Like that shit was like offensively challenged, bro. You know what I mean? It was like 80, 82. You feel me? In the NBA Finals. So what David Stern and them did, they opened up the league. So the more scoring, so the numbers, so you could attract more fair weather fans. You feel me? And that's why a lot of us die-hard basketball fans, old school basketball fans, we had trouble adapting because we like, man, these motherfuckers just running up and down the court. You feel me? Jacking up shots and shit. You feel me? But you got to adjust. The WNBA, in my opinion, has to do the same thing.
It also has to be a balance because remember the Detroit Pistons Indiana series when it was in low 70s, 60s,
yeah.
And then the Pistons Spurs in the finals.
Yeah, that shit was hard to watch.
It was hard. It was very hard to watch. Yes, even as a Detroit fan, I'm like, my team won.
You feel me? Like that shit was hard to watch.
Yeah, I agree with Clint. Like you gotta change. Like people want to see scoring, man. Like I said, if you lower the rim, you imagine you lower them rims, and Brittany Griner playing. Brittany just dunking on everybody each time. Like the high in the WNBA for all time in a game is 53. Only two people score 50 in 25, 26 years.
Exactly.
If you I know Al disagree, but if you lower the rim, man, like you can see Brittany probably go for 50, 60, or whoever that's know what I mean?
That's if she gets out of jail.
Well, whoever. I forgot old girl that won an MVP last year. She being a
Aja Wilson. Oh no, Jonquel Jones.
No, not Aja Wilson. Jonquel.
Yeah.
Jonquel Jones. Like you just imagine them like that. Imagine them like back in the day, like Sylvia Fowles, like them 6'5", 6'6" women. Lauren Jackson too.
Yeah.
Like, imagine them on a lower court, like 9'8" or 9 feet 8, whatever they want to do if they do it. Like imagine them going for 50, 60. Like damn near every game. Like I said, 26 years, you only got 2 50-point games. Like
that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
but I agree with you, bro. I agree they should I agree like lowering the room would work for them and would make the game more exciting. I just feel like it's a little bit disrespectful to them. Asking that of them.
So why y'all ain't playing 48 minutes? Why your basketball
48 minutes?
Why your basketball smaller?
Exactly.
You feel me?
You're right. You
feel
right.
me?
But they went their whole life shooting on a regulation rim. See, they might argue, man. I might throw my shot off,
bro. Man, fuck out, bro. Bro, how many times we done went to a court where the rims were low and we was out that bitch looking like superstars?
Yeah, that's true. But you know, they gonna say, man, we shot our whole life on this side, and then you expect us to completely change that? That's gonna be a legit argument.
That's not true, and you know
for them to have.
That is not true. You know it because we sometimes have milk crates. So you can't give me that logic.
We played too much basketball over the years for that argument.
I don't disagree with y'all, but you know that's gonna be an argument that they're gonna have, and it got some legs to it.
I could dig it. They're gonna have to do something though.
Yeah, I agree, without a doubt.
Yeah. All right.
My next show, I want y'all take on it, and I want results. I want rules. I want changes.
Well, what official rule changes for the WNBA?
we come up with something now.
And to Dallas, shout out to Dallas, I27. He said, or she said, facts. You can't argue about getting one advantage when you already get two more. Exactly. So like, I don't want to hear that argument. You feel me? Only argument is and I don't even want to hear that one either. It's insulting to our to us. It's insulting. But like, listen, man, y'all talking about making money. Y'all trying to make some money. Something got to give.
Right, so it got to give. Facts.
At the end of the day,
let's cut some V's down them jerseys.
This nigga wild. This nigga wild, man. This nigga wild. Wow.
Or be content with that 100,000 y'all getting. I damn sure take 100,000 right now.
I ain't touching that one, man.
I damn sure take 100,000 for 4 months of work.
Oh shit! I ain't touching that.
So since this is our last show, nice to see y'all. Reasons I canceled.
Oh man, that's funny right there. Okay.
I'm gonna drug test on both of y'all.
Oh man, on that note, we out.
They do that.
Oh, well, hold on, Jeezy, I'm back. What you say?
I'm back. It's like, I don't want to agree with Al, but like some more, maybe they do need a little bit. Like I see, like when they do the ESPN like body issues, and like a couple of them just did some Sports Illustrated, the swimsuit issues, like Tia Cooper. I forgot what the other female player was, but like
Sue Bird was on it, I believe.
Yeah, Skylar Diggins not even one of the nicest, but she one of the most popular.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. But,
and that's why, and that's why a lot of them have beef with Candace. You feel me? Because like a lot of them feel like, listen, your pretty face giving you all these opportunities. You feel me? Now I mean, and if John Quell, I'm glad Jeezy brought her up. I was just about to get out of here, man. But she had posted something earlier on, like during the summer before this, like not during the summer, during the winter, basically saying like, you know, yeah, I'm openly gay. You feel me? I don't look like I'm not. You feel me? TV friendly. She was basically saying that's the reason why she don't get the looks that somebody like a Candace get, because she don't look a certain way. You feel me? And she don't fit that media darling. That pretty. She was basically saying she ain't pretty enough. I don't care how anybody want to spin it. That's basically what she was saying, and it's fucked up, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You feel me?
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Men go through it too, and men's sports too. You feel me?
Man, we just go through it in life in general. And nobody don't care. We just deal with it.
Yep. Word up.
Hey, Dame, chill, Dame. I see that little comment.
What happened?
Hey, Dame, chill, Dame.
You see how you trying to be disrespectful?
I'm not trying. No, there's no try.
You see how you trying to be
As Yoda says, it's do or do not. There's no try.
All right. Okay.
All right, y'all. Thanks for the show. This was a dope one. We out. Dope show, bro. Dope show.
I had to put that in there, man.
Yeah, that was perfect way to end it. That comment was the perfect way to end it. That was perfect. That was my first time seeing that one. That was my first time.
Oh, really? Oh my God! I forgot what somebody put it on a post. I'm like, I gotta put this on. Yeah, I ain't gonna join the show tomorrow, man. I'm beat.
All right, bro. Yeah. Congratulations, though. Congratulations.
Yeah, man. We close this week, I think, and move in next month.
That's what's up. Bro.
Homeowners. Wow.
Yeah. That's big. That's shoot. I hope I get invited to the housewarming. I would definitely try to make it out there.
Oh man, you can help us move. That's my party. Hey, that's my housewarming. Everybody pick up a box.
I can dig it. That's funny.
No, man, just let me know when you come out here, man. More than welcome.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, my brother.
You can bring your daughter too. I got 2 girls they can play with.
Oh, that's a plan. That's a plan.
So you ain't gonna worry about a babysitter. You like, come on.
Oh, you know what? Oh my goodness, we are still on.